All right, welcome back. So in this one, we just want to try to deploy our website. And remember that when we push to GitHub, when we push to our repository, it will automatically take that repository push and it will update, it will attempt to deploy it in Vercel. Now, before we actually try to deploy, we need to go to settings and we need to go to environmental variables. I've done this already, but you click this import.env and you're going to import your env local from your project. And that's going to sync up your environmental variables so that Vercel has access to those same environmental variables. The next thing we need to do before we actually push our changes up, I have a change here. What is this? Not a big deal. Okay. I try to commit them, but I don't push them until I'm ready to deploy. What I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to do a local npm run build because this is the same command that Vercel is going to try to run. So if I'm able to successfully build it here, we should be able to successfully build it on Vercel. And what this is going to do, it's going to check all of our code and it's going to tell us anything that's wrong with any of our code. Okay, so we've got a bunch of errors here. It says failed to compile. React hook use state is called conditionally. React hooks must be called in the same order. Did you accidentally call a React hook after an early return? Well, I didn't accidentally do that. I did that on purpose, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that, which kind of stinks. So how do we handle this? This is annoying. I think what I have to do is, man, what do we do here? I need to check if the profile doesn't exist before setting these things. So what I'll have is const temp. Well, hold on. How do we do this? Oh my God, this is so bad. If profile, we're gonna do this. Else, this doesn't work. I can't do it this way. I can't have them scoped like this, I don't think. Right? It's not gonna like that either. I can't declare variables based on that. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, I know what to do here. Oh, this is so gross. Watch this. Ternary logic. Profile, question mark. And then at the end, we add another one of these. Profile, question mark. And then at the end, we add another one of these. Profile, question mark. Then at the end, we add another one of these. What is this doing? This ternary logic is saying, if there's a profile, then get the full name. If the full name is null, then set it to an empty string. If there's no profile, set it to an empty string as well. Okay. And now I need to take this out completely. And then down here, we're depending on profile. So we have to do, I hate putting my ternary logic down here. I always thought it was so nice. What if we do it down here? If no profile, return nothing. Let's try that. Now I need to just make sure this works because it could cause like infinite renders or something. So we're just going to make sure profile still works just fine. Slash profile. Okay, it appears to be working. No issues there. Save, refresh, everything's working. Okay, good. All right, so that took care of one of the issues. I forgot what the other one was. Let's see, can I scroll up and see it? Oh, why did I write var? Why did I write var instead of const? Where did I even get the abort controller? Okay, we use const. It doesn't like var. You should use const or let. Okay, so that's another one. Use effect is called conditionally. So this also needs to be, okay, so this is below use effect as well. I'm hoping that takes care of all that junk. Options is defined but never used. Okay, this is the boilerplate code from Supabase. That's not my fault. Looks good. Let's see. npm run build. It looks like it's successfully built. Cool. So now let's push these changes that we made. Deploy, commit, push. So now we're pushing them to, what? I was doing some work before because I had some issues with this, so. What? There we go. I don't know how that got messed up. I'm usually pretty good about that. Wait, why doesn't it like this? Hold on. Let me close this and reopen it. Oh, no? Oh my gosh, the merge did some crazy stuff. Okay, take this out. Or sorry, take this out. Merge did some really crazy stuff there. And we got double the controllers here. All right, well, the merge editor went a little wonky there. Let me just double check that this works before breaking everything. And then double check that npm run build works, because I don't want to push it and then have it mad at me. Looks like it's building correctly. Okay, good. All right, fix this last thing. Push. All right, so now it's getting pushed up again. This is going to trigger a redeploy once it's fully pushed. And if I go to deployments, wow, it actually went crazy. So many error deployments. Oh, this is all of my projects. That's why. Okay. Let's look at deployments here. There we go. All right, so we had an error because whatever I had before didn't work. So we're hoping it builds completely. It usually takes about a minute. Take a sip of water, take a breath, appreciate all your hard work. I guess while it's doing that, I'm going to scroll through this page.tsx just because you guys might be trying to catch up frantically. There we go. Oh, only 42 seconds. Nice. All right, overview. Now if I go to my page, it actually has me logged in already. I think it's because I had a previous deployment that kind of went haywire a little bit. But you might have to log in. Now if I go to profile, it lets me update my profile. Ellie, Daniel, save. And we're good.